disgrace, and they should be prosecuted.
Alrighty, that's Florida Democratic Congresswoman Frederica Wilson. She wants those who tweet mocking comments on Congress to be prosecuted. Civil rights attorney Harmeet Dhillon on what kind of precedent this would set. I mean, at first I thought this was a joke when I heard it. People can get offended by all sorts of things. I get that. But she's very serious. She went on to say, we're going to shut them down and work with whoever it is to shut them down, and they should be prosecuted. You can't intimidate members of Congress, frighten members of Congress. It is against the law, and it's a shame to the United States of America. That is unless you're condemning Republican members of Congress. So I guess I'm wondering how far this goes.
Well, Republican or Democrat, Neil, this is a shocking display of amazing ignorance by this Congresswoman of the Constitution, of our statutory scheme, and of the principles that made America great and as a country from the beginning of its founding. I can't even grapple with this. And I'm against litmus tests, but maybe we should start having a litmus test that members of Congress should be able to pass the same tests that people who are applying for naturalization of citizenship have to apply. I think as an immigrant, myself and my parents, anybody who wants to become a citizen knows that the First Amendment prohibits this type of outrageous proposal that she's proposing.
But, you know, I mean, I've never met a politician, alive or dead, over the course of the decades that didn't have a problem with the way they were portrayed, either in the media, now, of course, in this day and age, the social media. They probably thought and considered something like this, but they never said it. So I guess the difference here, she said it. Now, I'm sure there are others who harbor that very view. But you got to be very careful how far you go with this, right?
Well, you know, the fact that she said this stupid and outrageous thing is a testament to the power of incumbency. One can only say such a dumb thing if one feels that no matter what you say, you're going to be reelected. And I think that's her situation. Look, Neil, you and I probably both get trolled daily. I certainly get trolled hundreds of times a day by people who don't like what I say and the positions I take as an attorney and as a commentator.
Never happened to me once. All my viewers worship me. They
you know what?
Grow, me. So
grow a thicker skin. This is not a place for snowflakes. I mean, you know, just to make a point that happened today, there was a critic of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez named Minnie AOC, a little girl who was staging photo ops. She removed herself from Twitter today, and her parents put out a statement saying that they were forced to do that because of death threats from the Congresswoman's critics and Congresswoman's supporters. That's outrageous, and that is the natural result of this type of demagoguery and ignorance of the Constitution from our elected leaders. And, you know, Democrat or Republican, you know, people need to be having a thicker skin and respect for the Constitution if they're in power.
Yeah, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen, which is ultimately the worst threat of all. If you have to leave the kitchen as a result, I would certainly rethink it. All right, Harmeet, thank you very, very much. Have a wonderful 4th.
Same to you, Neil.